All right, Aries. So this is your reading. I think I got this phone situation down. Hopefully it doesn't end up upside down again, but whatever. All right, so you have a new idea, but you've been fighting yourself? I don't know. There's something here that's beginning to, it's a new concept, a new thought, about some, it's also victorious with the, there's some sort of victory here in some sort of way, but you're defending what you believe or what you're passionate about, maybe other people, their opinions on the matter, but you have this new kind of idea to do something. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm getting a new car. Like you're looking into getting a new car. This might be a more flashy kind of car. I don't know what that is about. Like if you maybe, because down here I'm seeing a dream car, like something that you've always wanted to get. But maybe the timing wasn't right, or I don't know. Maybe in the past you you were manifesting this, you've been working on this for a while, whatever you've been trying to do, and it's coming up soon. You've been doing a lot of research about this. This is something that, and if it's not a new car, it's, you had a goal to move something along in your favor that you really wanted, that was a dream for you in your life, and it's starting to rapidly become a reality. What you're thinking about, or you're aware of, that the amount of work that you've had to put into something, you've been spending all your time working in order to make something happen for yourself. If this could be just thinking about how much work you're putting in at your job. You could be working from home. This could be a home business as well. Maybe you just started a home business and you're doing pretty well, and you're thinking that you want to spend some money on a new car, a car that you like, a car that you really want. But I feel like, because this is like a card that represents the home, right? This is an area in the spread that I do that represents the family and the home as well. So it's like you're getting either a dream car or a dream home. You're trying to bring two things together in order to make something happen that is your highest ideal, that it's very inspiring. It's, I just see a lot of stars here. So it's like, it was a lofty kind of goal, and it's a very futuristic kind of goal as well, because it's just advanced. It's fast and it's advanced. There's something here about future with this Aquarius feel and the Cancer feel, modernizing the home in some sort of way, or getting a very posh kind of souped up kind of car. There's something here about that. In the near future, you will have to make a decision in regards to this big change that you're going to be going through. Like, you might not have all of the information that you need. You might have to allow change to come in order to move forward with a certain path, which could be painful, right? Like, change isn't always easy. I don't know if this is in pertaining to, like, you're trying to make a decision about this or that, and because of some changes that come in, you're needing to really make sure that that's the best decision so you don't cause yourself any grief. In your advice area, it's telling you to complete old projects. Finish what is not completed. So work on one thing at a time, maybe. Because you're not able to attract in what you want until you finish what you started. So that's what I'm getting from this. For whatever reason, they're saying that. So then other people see you as kind of... I don't know if you're in some sort of cutthroat kind of shared situation, or resources are shared and you're being kind of like somebody who's maybe taking advantage of the situation. This is how they're seeing you. So I don't know if they see you as taking advantage of the situation, or just having the upper hand in some sort of way. Like maybe things have kind of gotten to a certain point where you're able to, just things are coming up a little bit easier for you versus others. I don't know what the advantage... They might see you as having an unfair advantage. They might be kind of jealous or bitter that you're winning in a certain situation, and maybe you feel a little bit irritated about that too, because it is a lose-lose with the Five of Swords a lot of the time, because somebody's got to lose in the situation. Like, so maybe it's an auction, for example. I feel like the 8th house would have auctions, right? That would be considered part of the 8th house. You're sharing your gamble. Well, that's kind of a 5th house thing. Yeah, there's something about an auction here. Are you going to a car auction? Maybe you were pissed in the past that you didn't get the car you wanted, but now you finally get it for a reasonable price. Something happens where you're able to get a really nice car for not a lot of money. Or maybe you know something that other people don't know, and that helps you have an advantage in a situation. Tragedy in reverse. Something that they saw that you might not be... It's accessible to you. I'm getting that. Accessible. They're watching you kind of win in a situation or overcome something that maybe typically isn't something where there's some luck involved. I don't know why luck is coming in. I mean, these are victory cards. This is a victory. I guess that's the reason why we're lucky here. We put in some work in certain area of our life, and now we have the ability to, and the information. If something changes and you get information, or you get some heads up that something might be either favorable or not favorable, so you go in a different direction because you know something that the others don't about something. So yeah, you're watching somebody. They're either watching you do it, or you've been watching them, or you've been watching some sort of sale on something, some sort of, and you might inherit this through something. There's something here about you having your eyes on the prize in some sort of way. And it could have been a shared resource or a shared pot situation. The 8th house isn't really games of chance gambling. It's usually the 5th. But I'm seeing, and that also could be something that you dealt with, like maybe a slight gambling addiction, or I don't know, but it ends up, whatever this is, ends up working in your favor in some sort of way. I don't know if it's because you really put in the research and the time and effort to make sure that you were making a good decision, even though you didn't have all the answers, but it seems like others see you as being like, lucky bastard. What you hope for, you hope that you can sell something or help somebody with something or get the help you need with something in order to achieve a goal of yours. So this could be money that you're looking for, the rest of the money that you need. The Six of Pentacles is some sort of charity of some kind sometimes. But it's also merchant. So you're hoping to buy something, or you're hoping to get the finances, have the finances available to you through some sort of avenue of aid, or maybe you're going to be just purchasing a vehicle of some kind, or some kind of thing that you've always wanted. In the future, you're looking to help others in this situation, or it could be a gift as well. I really see it more as a mercantile kind of thing, or an assistance kind of humanitarian thing. But there's that Aquarius energy again. Aquarius, Libra. Venus. You may be gifted something, and it's something that you can't share with other people, so they feel like, and it could have been from somebody it says forbidden love in the reverse, so it's somebody that you'd expect to have a relationship with, or you'd expect to have a bond with in some sort of way. I don't know. Could be an older man in the family. May have gifted you something. All right, so then we know what you were hoping for. What if you were fearing the Six of Pentacles? I would think that you would be afraid that you might have to sell it because you can't afford it, or something like that, or you're going to have to help out a lot with whatever because you're accepting this offer. Something here about that. The outcome. There's something here about you feeling kind of on the spot, stuck in some kind of situation. I don't know why. Maybe it's because somebody backed out of a decision that they were going to make, or there was a change in plans because new information came in and you're feeling like now you can't back out of something, or you don't know a way out of something. Which I think is just, maybe you're anticipating an argument over this, because you made a decision and now you realize that there might have been somebody else that may have been working towards this same kind of future goal, and now you're kind of at odds with them in some sort of way. There might have been verbal argument about something. I don't know if it's you just didn't see this coming in. You might feel a little bit like stuck with the decision you made and being like, whoa, this happened quite fast with the Knight of Swords coming in. Maybe I rushed into this. I don't know how to get out of it now. But I see that in the end, you're excited or anticipating something. You're waiting for something to come towards you. You almost have the stability, and that's what it is. So if it's not a car, it could be a house, or apartment, any kind of living situation. Maybe you're trying to leave a job as well while all this is going on and start something new, and you're feeling stuck in your place of employment, because I'm getting this as like feeling stuck and unable to move forward with work in some sort of way. What's really not changeable in this situation is something is coming in for you. There's something on it, on the horizon. You can see it out there. You can taste it. It's coming towards you. All right. So in terms of you got the you're really like fighting to stand your ground in something, or kind of being like, hey, this is mine. Sorry. This is mine. I thought of it first. It's mine. There is a win in finances in some sort of way. There is some new information that comes to you that makes you victorious in some sort of resources, skills. This could be from an idea you had where you're maybe trying to keep people back from spoiling this new financial idea, or could be a patent as well. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe you know that you're privy to something like some, but they aren't. And you have some sort of information that you're trying to protect and make sure that you're able to stand victorious in the situation, so nobody else ruins your plans. Your third house, local environment, neighborhood, your day-to-day commuting, short distance. Looks like you're going to be working remotely for some reason. Maybe you do a trade or a craft from home. There's something here about working from home. And something about the home, feeling like having faith that things are coming together with the home. Maybe you recently have moved in with family, or being able to be yourself in a situation with the people that you live with or your family. Something is coming in about that, but it's also about bringing two people together. And the Four of Wands can also be about, it can be thinking about any kind of bringing stuff together in order to create stability. So I don't know if you're moving in with a sibling and that's helping, or the sibling's moving in with you, and that's why, you're bringing two things together that are successful, or, two minds are better than one kind of scenario. Aquarius energy, independent thinker. Cancer is that protective yet emotionally driven kind of energy in this one. your faith in a situation with your family is driving you forward in a situation. The success, there's big success within the home, the family, or some sort of home business of some kind. Romance. Stay put. I don't know. Something. This is like very superficial to have in the romantic sector, a dating thing. It says triggers. Anything that pushes your buttons, you know? Like name, car, place. Maybe you haven't been dating because you've been very goal-orientated, very passionate about what you desire to create in your life. But I see like maybe putting emphasis on, it just feels like superficiality in some way. So I don't know if you were triggered by somebody else's superficiality, like maybe you didn't have the nicest car and somebody said something to you about it, or I'm thinking like cougar for car. I don't know. It's just coming through with the Leo energy in the car. In the picture. There's something here about like feeling like you needed to do better in a situation, or you weren't able to reach something that was expected of you in terms of, I don't know, maybe you didn't have a car, so dating was kind of like not an option for you. If you're, especially if you're a guy, because there's like a lot of pressure on guys to like have those things and be this or that in the world, right? So maybe you didn't have a car for a while, and that put a damper on you being able to go places or do things. But like, he's in the upright, so I don't know why. Maybe you were just sacrificing, you know, working on manifesting what you want in your life, you desire in your life, that was more important. Maybe you weren't taking love very seriously, because the King of Wands can be kind of not really a marriage material all the time. They can be, but they have to be with the right person, and usually it's much later in life. But something about that, like you're finally, there's some kind of trauma or some sort of issue that you had in the past with dating. So you just decided that you were going to focus on your goals. I think that's what that was. Maybe you were kind of seeing people that things weren't going anywhere also. Give me what that means. A decision to end something in order to change circumstances with your health, your daily routine. This might require some money to be spent. I don't know if it's I'm seeing like somebody going to a gym, so a gym membership of some kind. Maybe something you've been doing with your health or will be doing, you had some difficulty seeing the results of this or the changes that came from this, but that's coming in the near future. Work also, you could be feeling like you need to like either protect yourself from any changes that are going on in the workplace. Maybe a job ended and you've been trying to figure out what you want to do from there. For money, there's something here also about allowing change. So you're open to change. You might not have all the information you need to make those changes, but you are kind of looking without looking. Like you're like, if something comes along, I will allow it in to see if we can make some changes. And it does seem to be a big thing, a big theme in your reading, because it's a major hitting card. So there's major success and hope and inspiration coming in with this big change that's going on in your life. It's like a need for a completion, though, of something. You aren't able to attract in, or there's something that's being repelled from you because you haven't completed something, or maybe something is I don't want to say unattainable, because it's not, I don't think, because magnetic, and you just don't force it. I think that's what it's saying. Don't force the situation. If it comes in, it comes in. All right, so and wrap up anything that you might need to wrap up. Also, and this is the 7th house right here. I'm seeing like maybe an old relationship that you've been in for a little while hasn't been doing it for you in some sort of way, or maybe that situation's going to be needing to be closed up or finished off in some sort of way in order to be able to attract. There's just not enough attraction in this situation. Maybe on your part, you're not really attracted to this person as much as you'd like to be. So it's saying to kind of figure that out and wrap that up in whatever way you need to do that. In terms of anything else going on with the love life or, sexual stuff, maybe somebody feeling like you had the upper hand in a situation with shared resources in terms of a breakup of some kind. Maybe you're getting off a little bit easier in this. The other person's taking it much harder. All right. When you drop something on the ground and you're on a stool that's like way high. Somebody else is taking something harder than you are. They feel like you got out. You might also be attracted to somebody that's kind of taboo in some sort of way. Like, you're afraid that this would not work out because this person gets a lot of attention and it would bring a lot of attention to you. Or maybe you're just worried that other people are going to see you in a not so graceful light, or in a negative light, and they're going to be really focused on whatever breaking off of shared resources or taking your part and leaving in a situation. I mean, tragedy is in reverse. So it's like, it's not the end of the world. People are seeing it that way, or, you're not feeling like something is not unattainable. So you're feeling like maybe you finally have a chance with a specific person that you might have felt like they were out of your league at one point, but now you're seeing things differently. Maybe they think you're moving on a little quick as well. Somebody might be watching you move on much faster than the other person. There is something here about like not wanting to be humiliated as well. I don't know if this is the other person sharing the situation with you, or that you might have been a little bit concerned about that happening. Oh, yes, bossy. I'm sorry. I'm not giving enough attention. I'm reading for Aries. Did you know that? Mischievous. All right, so 8th house, 9th house, beliefs. You believe in giving back to other people. You're starting to really have that kind of mindset, mentality of being able to help people out. Like you want to be able to help people out with something. I don't know why this is coming through. There's something here about wanting to help somebody achieve a goal of some kind, or somebody is trying to help you achieve a goal of some kind, but that there's a hope for this. There's like a hope that you will be able to get the help that you need in something, or, you know, be able to exchange some finances in some sort of way in order to achieve something that you've desired that's been a goal of yours. Also, in terms of belief in giving back, belief in helping those in need. So maybe you're hoping to volunteer doing something for others. Maybe there's a situation that you'll eventually get some money so you can pay it forward in some sort of way. 10th house of career. Like I said, you're going to be feeling like you can't really, your hands are tied with career. Like there's no, you might be feeling frustrated, like there's no movement. There's no way of progressing up the ladder. You might be afraid that something will go wrong. Or you're fearing that you're not going to be able to get out of this job and move on to something better. I don't know why it's coming through, but somebody might work at like TSA, or like something like an X-ray technician. You like, maybe it's somebody at work that you want to assist or do more for, but you're unable to provide that help because your hands are tied in a situation. Or maybe you feel like you're just stuck at this job and you're unable to move forward, but you're at a crossroads in terms of big change with the career or the daily routine. So I don't know exactly what that is. You might have a fight with a friend this period in your life. You might have some argument. I don't know if just tempers are high. It's going to be about something somebody said, or I'm also seeing this as somebody who's trying to get their work done and struggling a little bit, and the other person's like more chatty and they're getting in trouble for talking to them. I don't know why. Also, I see this as like this dude's coming in to save her or rescue her from something. That's also helpful, you know, that's like humanitarian. That's like the 11th house. Somebody might be, a friend might be helping you out with something having to do with a job, or either helping you get a job, or there's hope on the horizon. Something is coming in for you that's going to provide more stability. You're hoping to get this job and be able to get whatever, this apartment, this car, this thing off the ground, this home business, whatever it is. It's going to be different for all of you, but I see there's some kind of movement coming in. And also it could have to do with like working with home improvement, home decor, painting, houses, anything to do with like sprucing up the home in some sort of way, or decorating or designing or anything like that. You aren't aware that your dreams are coming together in some sort of way. And this will be a very personal victory for you. It'll be very uplifting, and you're going to be feeling a lot better about things. Things that triggered you in the past are no longer going to really affect you so much. Big changes are on the way, finishing up old projects. It's coming in soon, whatever it is. Yeah, hot pursuit. Something you've wanted for a very long time, but you've been weighed down and unable to attain. Yeah, timing was not right. But now you've done the research, and in time you will get this new beginning that allows you to kind of grieve what is lost in the past and kind of get in control of your emotions and get yourself strong again and satisfied with something. All right, Aries, if you like this reading, please do the thing. If you would like a personal reading, you can email me at 3wickedmagpie, 3 being spelled out, at gmail.com. I do not have an online booking system yet. I will just start putting people in an old school, write it in the book kind of thing. And then you can email me. I'll give you my prices via email. I do readings on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Sundays. So if you're looking for a reading, it'll be on one of those days, so you can kind of get the heads up there about how my schedule works. So, all right, Aries, take care.